Hello, beloveds. Hi, guys. Okay. Sorry, Lola. Did I disturb you? You can stay here if you want. All right, my loves. I don't normally do videos like this, and I know myself, even when I watch videos, I don't always like it when they talk too much in the beginning before getting to the point. But I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this is going to be a process. I'm going to walk you through it first, and then we'll actually do it. So don't be disturbed by the length of the video, because the actual process itself is actually really, really fast. And then the other cool thing, I think I mentioned it in here, my notes here, is that, yeah, you can call on it whenever you need to in any situation. You can tailor it, like take little bits and pieces of it to bring yourself into focus and to, I don't know, really learn to take this ADHD brain and make it your superpower. um, I will mention too, I might break into light language at the end of the video, at the very, very end, just because when I got into that meditative state, one of two things usually happens. Yes, I do listen for a little while, but I either get a sudden burst of clarity or insight, or I start praying in light language. So, just a heads up. If that starts happening, that's what's happening. So, meditating, for me, it's focusing on connecting to source. And this one time, I will say, I do recommend finding a quiet place for as long as you possibly can with no distractions. Light a candle, get a glass of water, and give yourself this amount of time to just learn how to go into the nothingness. That's what I personally call it. It's this safe space where, despite this being your reality and this being your brain, an organ of your body that you can't actually turn off and you shouldn't try to, that's morbid. Um, that your spirit, your soul, who you truly actually are, is more in control of this human vessel than you give yourself credit for. So let's take you through a little exercise of practicing that. Call it whatever you will. Some cultures, this is something totally different. Meditating is not what we call it. In some cultures. In some cultures, it means multiple things. One of my favorites, Sajaguru, I posted a video on Facebook that he talks about meditation. And my favorite quote out of that whole thing was, accessories have become larger than the life process. ADHD brain people get that. Everything outside of you is a major distraction. So the thing that prompted me to make this video was the majority of help suggestion out there for meditating is to focus on a sound that's going on outside of you. I'm here to tell you right now, if I do that, I'm going to have a train of thoughts for every sound I hear. So what I want to do is bring it in, totally in this vessel. All right? Nothing outside of you. As a matter of fact, there will probably come a point where you won't even remember or think about the fact that you don't even hear anything going on around you anymore. Yeah, it's cool. All right, when I want to walk you through, you can use to practice anywhere, anytime. You may alter it to fit any situation. Practiced intentionally often enough, you will begin to notice it happen naturally. It becomes second nature wherever you are. This also will very, very greatly help the empath. Yes, not just like, I don't know. For me with ADHD, and if you know me, I just even hate every time it comes off my tongue. It stings a little bit. I'm not a big label person, but I get it. Like, I'm using it right now to reach more people that still do identify with that label. It's just, it's not who I am anymore at all. It's a part of this human opportunity. That's a whole nother video. All right. 3 things that Sadhguru actually does say that are key ingredients to meditating, and I totally agree, are breath, thought, and awareness. Let's talk about breath first. We're going to work through the breath and then let breath connect us to thought. Actually, breath connecting to thought is another process, and then the thought process. All right, and then the awareness. So I'm going to walk you through those things, and then we're going to practice it together. So to focus on a sound outside of you, like I said, it's not going to work. ADHD brain will connect thought trains to each sound, connecting you to your accessories. Get it? Connecting to your breath brings you in before moving to thought. Focus on breath just under your nose. This is a very key thing here. Even this step that I like to do before getting into it is also bringing it in. We're going to reach out really, really, really far, infinitely far in all directions, and then we're going to bring it in. But when we talk about breath, I want you to think about the breath right here. Just under your nose, just at the top of your lip, just in this area, not out there, just right here. This is the air and the breath that I want you to focus on when you focus on breathing through your nose, right here. The air that's right there, hovering. Okay. Breathing out, don't think past 6 inches. When you exhale, it's going to come naturally for you to automatically, intentionally release all that no longer serves you. And you don't need to figure out what it is. It just, your higher self knows what it is. Let your higher self deal with it. File through your filing cabinets and throw out what you don't need anymore. Once it gets past your exhale, I want you to drop the thought. It doesn't exist anymore. Let it go. Your first breath, thank the Holy Spirit, air. It's a cute name that some religions have come up with. I think it's that they're the most like each other, air and Holy Spirit. That's my personal opinion. It's that invisible force that connects all of life. And it's just the most mind-blowing, beautiful energy. Thank you, air, for giving me this life. So, on that note, let's reel it in, okay? By stretching really quick in all directions. We're going to stretch as far as we possibly can to the north, the northeast, the east, the southeast. And this is just sitting here. This is just like sending gratitude in all of these directions, okay? Thank you, north and northeast. Thank you, east and southeast. Thank you, south and southwest. Thank you, west and northwest. And you're covered. As far as infinitely in any of those directions may go, all of those directionals have your back. It's done. Now, at any space, in any time, you can imagine a white ball of light on the top of your head or like hovering above you. The moment you intentionally welcome source into your space, it just, for me, it's there. It's just there. And you can even imagine it being this strong pillar of white light coming down into the top of your head. And even if you choose to lay down, that's totally fine. Um, I'm just imagining spirit having a problem with direction. They don't. You just be comfortable. That's what they can work with. So imagine a white ball of light, source energy above you, coming down all around you. This is actually, and then also imagine a root coming out of your bum. Again, even if you're laying down, going all the way down through your bed, through your floor, through the ground, through the layers of the earth, down into Mother Earth's core. This is her heart. This is her love. This is her abundance. And so you are connected to that. And there's just this energy in that root system. Think of the roots of the trees and how they receive all of their nutrients and energy exchange through their roots. Oh, so cool. You've got one all the way down to Mother Earth's core now. Okay. This is just setting you up. Now, I use 478. You can go ahead and look it up if you want. There's a whole bunch of fun facts about it. 478 is really, really useful breathing technique. Also, very helpful for the ADHD brain because it gives you something else to think about. You're going to inhale for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 7, exhale for a count of 8. And I say count, not seconds, just whatever a count is to you. And especially if you are a smoker, I will say the first breath is going to be smaller. Maybe it is for everybody. But the other thing that I wanted, there was something else about like smoking that it kind of, maybe it will come up. This just really, really helps being able to open up your lungs and powerful heart chakra energy. Okay. I've already done a couple takes of this video, so I don't want to have to do it again. Oh, and I don't have a video editor, so it is what it is. I love you guys. We get it. All right, breathe in for a count of 4 through your nose. This first breath is going to be different. The first breath, I do actually want you to exhale out of your mouth. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was just looking at my notes to see where I actually started doing it through the root at your bum. Breathe in for a count of 4 through your nose. Pull it down into your lungs, your stomach, your body for a count of 7. And then exhale out of your mouth for a count of 8. This is what it was, the connection is. When you exhale out your mouth this very first time for a count of 8, the reason I do this is that we inhale through our mouth way more than we should during the day. And so this one, I want you to just imagine all of it. Anything that does not serve your highest good that you inhale through your mouth, anything, any even energy that doesn't set well on your tongue, I guess you could say, that was used during the day, exhale. Again, don't think past 6 inches from you, but let it be gone. Then the next breath, pull up from your tailbone, up through that root into your root chakra, which is the color red. This is your first chakra. You're going to inhale from Mother Earth's core for a count of 4 into your root chakra, hold it for a count of 7, and then exhale everything that no longer serves you for a count of 8. And you're going to inhale again from Mother Earth's core into your sacral chakra, the second chakra. This is the color orange, swirling within you. Both of these do hold a lot of fear that you're releasing when you exhale intentionally, by the way, all of your fears, anxieties, traumas, anything blocking your creative energy, your feelings of stability and security, your safety. Exhale everything that no longer serves you for a count of 8. Then inhale fresh, clean energy again up into your solar plexus. This is the color yellow. As I burp a little bit. That's cute. And then exhale, hold it for a count of 7. Exhale for a count of 8. Everything that no longer serves you. And again, you don't need to know what it is. Let your higher self deal with it. Just release everything that no longer serves your courage, your self-confidence. And then inhale one more time. She must see a butt. She's freaking out. Inhale for a count of 4 up into your heart chakra, up through the root, all the way up into your heart chakra. I let this energy go all the way down my arms and hands. Let this green heart chakra energy swirl. Oh, Mother Earth's love up into your heart chakra. Hold that for a count of 7 and then exhale, love right back down into her for a count of 8. Thank you, Mother. Now, for a count of 4, I want you to inhale through the top of your head. Remember that white light we put up there? Yep, we're going to inhale the top of our head for a count of 4 into your throat chakra. This is baby blue or sea blue. Hold it for a count of 7 in your neck and shoulders, your ears. And then exhale. This is your truth center, your self-expression. Exhale everything that no longer serves you. Back up to source for a count of 8. And inhale. Remember, just the breath right here. For a count of 4. Now, you're going to inhale. You're going to think about the fact that your pineal gland is actually more like a tube. I like to inhale and let that fresh life force clean that tube out. So you have it here in between your eyebrows, but you also have it here in the back of your head, right? Just inhale for a count of 4 and let that midnight blue space be just totally washed clean. Hold it for a count of 7 and then exhale for a count of 8. Thankful for the clarity that is left behind. Now, this time, you're going to inhale for a count of 4, and that's going to literally clear and unblock your connection to your crown chakra. I like to imagine at this inhaling for a count of 4, there's this violet or lavender crown that's ignited on the top of my head. And the white light now is pouring down into me. All right? Inhale for a count of 4. Let it swirl down. This is a good time to start imagining that white light pouring down into you and letting it just trickle and relax every cell of your body as it just slowly pours like liquid light down into you. Release all that no longer serves you for a count of 8, knowing that your connection is a sure thing. You can feel it. You are clear, all of your energy centers, you're connected to Mother, you're connected to Source. You are safe. All is well. Now, thought. Keeping that white lavender light above you. Let it melt down into you like liquid light, entering each space as we thank it. Thank you, hair. Thank you, hair follicles. Thank you, skin on my head, my skull, my skin and muscles, my eyebrows, my eyelids. Thank you, eyes. Thank you, brain. Thank you, nose and cheeks. If you want to, let your teeth and your jaw drop just ever so slightly. You might find yourself wanting to catch a little deep breath. Oh yeah, remember? Breath. Hmm. Still melting down in you. Thank you, tongue. Thank you, ears. Thank you, neck. Thank you, spine. I have bones in me. I have a skeleton. Shoulders. Thank you, arm muscles. Elbows. Wrists. All of the bones in my fingers and hands. All of the tendons. Thank you, long intestines. Thank you, rib cage and all my organs. Thank you, lungs. Thank you, beating heart muscle. It's been at it a long time. Thank you, tailbone and pelvic bone, leg bones and kneecaps. Thank you, ankles, feet and toes, the skin covering it all. We are fully here, present. This is awareness. Now, you shift your consciousness back to that nothingness in that midnight blue pineal gland. This is where we're going to sit. I'm going to imagine this. You can consider it all white if you want to, but literal nothingness. In the center of your head, I like to consider a midnight blue to black space. This is the place you listen from, you see from. Sometimes there's nothing. Sometimes there does appear to be light, colors, or shapes in front of you, but you keep your eyes closed. And here is where I actually purposely thank my angels of love and light, my ancestors and ascended masters like Jesus, Buddha, Mother Mary, Mother Teresa, and I welcome them. I thank Source and I welcome Source energy, my spirit guides, guardian angels, animal spirits that are watching over me and protecting me, that have any messages for me, fairies that serve my highest good, and the archangels, and then whatever archangel I'm led to invite in: Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, Metatron. This is where you have a safe place to just be with them. Your spirit and them. We already established the fact that your body and everything else around you is perfectly fine and safe. This is where I personally feel like it clicks, where you actually are in that meditative state when you invite spirit in. But the important part happened doing all that work before it. But then when you get there, that's when you welcome them in. Into this, like, that's your private little hideout space, you know? Here you are aware. You are connected to source energy. There is a beam of white light coming from infinity above, down through your chakras, down to the core of Mother Earth. You are supported fully. Team of divine around you. All is well. Go into your nothingness and sit. Ask for help from your divine team that you are one with now. To be quiet and still rest, for clarity. With your eyes shut, see the midnight blue or white, whatever you want to picture it. Awareness that your body, pause. I think the reason I like having it be the midnight blue to black is because it's filled in, it's full, it's done. The white is more like a blank slate, and your mind might trick yourself into wanting to fill in that space. Also, very distracting to have to squint all the time and everything's all really white and bright, even though your eyes are shut. You know what I mean. Awareness that your body, this is the point that you are at now in this, the shell of your spirit, it's safe, it's good, it's just fine. You can just be here with spirit for a minute and listen. Your spirit's secret hideout with spirit. Okay, I'm going to close my notes. I've done it often enough. I think I should be able to do it. So, like I said, I wanted to walk you through the process first. Now, let's actually practice it. Okay? We've already established, I think, coming in the north, northeast, east, southeast. Thank you. In every direction, stretch. East, southeast, the south, you southwest, you west, and northwest. Got my root, got my light. So let's inhale for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 7. Exhale for a count of 8. Inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 8. 7. Let Mother just take it all away. Inhale for a count of 4. Thank you. Thank you, angels of love and light, for being with me. I welcome you, Ascended Masters. Thank you for being here, pure and true. Thank you, archangels, Uriel, Ariel, Metatron, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel, with any messages I may need. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, fairies that serve my highest good. Thank you, animal spirits, for being here with me. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Mother. Now, I'm going to let you be. Go have some time with Spirit. It was an honor to do this with you. Leave the comments below. Let me know how it works for you and what you think. Blessed be, my loves.